What's going on, y'all? I'm back at y'all with another video. Just want to talk about relationship. I'm going to talk about 5 signs, that you're probably in a toxic relationship. Um, this to all my spiritualists out there, to all those who are, striving to be a better person. This one's for you. So, like I said, I'm going to talk about 5 signs that you're in a toxic relationship. The first sign is that you're not growing. Every relationship, whether intimate or friendship, should help us grow. God created all of us to grow. Relationships are for growth. Two is always better than one. So if one falls, the other one can help the other one up. If your partner isn't encouraging you to be better, you're probably in a toxic relationship. A partnership asks you about your goals and should contribute to you accomplishing those goals directly or indirectly. That's all about growth. That's to me that's the first sign. If your partner isn't encouraging you, like I said, to grow, it's probably a toxic relationship. The second sign I want to talk about is comfortability. If you're comfortable. Um a lot of people think comfortability is a good thing, but anyone who's ever accomplished anything significant in their life knows that in order to accomplish that, you had to be uncomfortable. Anyone knows that. No, uncomfortability is a good thing. It helps you become better. It helps you think. It challenges you. So being comfortable isn't a good thing. It isn't a place of growth. I always said that break out your comfort zone, and you should be great. Every relationship should have some type of reciprocation of two individuals in relationships should challenge each other. She should challenge each other thoughts, ideas, and ways. It should be a perpetual growth process. And if it's not a perpetual growth process, it's probably not, the best relationship that you should probably be in. Um, this brings me to my third point. The third sign that you're probably in a toxic relationship, if there's no one holding each other accountable. Real people and real friends hold their friends and partners accountable. If a person relationship sees the other person in a relationship doing something that could be detrimental to them and their relationship and doesn't say anything, that relationship is probably toxic. And that person isn't a good accountability partner. We all need to be held accountable because we all sometimes we don't see things from the outside, and we need someone from the outside looking in to hold us accountable for our actions. It may be something that we have said, something we have did, and we just need that good partner to let us know, like, hey, I didn't like when you did this, or I thought that when you did that, you could have did this, and that's nothing wrong with that. That's called accountability, and we all need that in our lives. We need people to help us see things from a different perspective. Because sometimes we don't always see it. So accountability is the third. The fourth sign that you may be in a toxic relationship is when both individuals are engaging in the destructive activity together. And when I mean by destructive activity, for the sake of this conversation, I want to talk about with drugs, what is weed or uh, alcohol, abusing alcohol, things like that in that nature. Um, if you're in a relationship and these things are going on, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, it's definitely not. It's not going to end well. Someone should be holding someone accountable. It's not going to end well. It's a recipe for toxicity. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol abuse, drugs, it takes away the power of thought. It takes away creativity, takes away harmonious relationships. It's something that alters the mind. So it's definitely not going to be it's not something that can help people grow in relationship. So if you guys have any friends who engages in activities with you together, doing drugs, abusing alcohol, and y'all just laugh and having a good time, trust me, the relationship won't end well. You don't want one like that in your life. You want people in your life who's clear-minded, sober-minded, someone who can see things clearly. That's who you want in your life. And that's one who makes you feel comfortable and you can sit back and laugh and have a good joke with while you engage in these type of activities. It's not conducive. Trust me, it's not. Trust me, it's not conducive. A person who truly cares for your well-being wouldn't want to see you engage in these type of activities, as far as like drug abuse, abusing alcohol. They would not want to see you engage in any activity that could possibly kill you, such as doing things like that. Like I said before, you want someone who can hold you accountable, who's sober-minded and who's clear-minded. A relationship where these two things are going on will never produce any good fruit. Period. A fifth sign that you're in a toxic relationship is when both people one person is an enabler. Relationships are about creating an atmosphere where both people can develop and thrive. An environment should be created for someone to engage in any activity. It shouldn't be an environment shouldn't be created for an individual to be able to destroy themselves, or to not be able to thrive, to be the best person that they can be. So being an enabler, if one or both person are an enabler, the relationship probably won't be the best. We shouldn't create a place where someone is able to, you know, engage in any activity where the other partner is just, standing by and allowing these things to go on, to the detriment of the other person. You know, it's just not a good look. If you see someone that's, like I said, not engaging in something that's conducive for their growth, and you stay silent, like you're an enabler. You're just as guilty. And they always say that silence is approval. So we can't be enablers in a relationship. We can't just stand by and allow someone, to engage in something that's not beneficial for themselves or even us. Because ultimately, if we're around these people and we have a relationship with these people, it affects us also. And I also think, guys, that there's also a misconception of the way we think a relationship should be. We think that maybe arguments and disagreements is toxic, but not necessarily. Because there's a lot of peaceful, toxic relationships out here that people love being in. It's because they have no accountability. It's no one challenging them to be better, so they like that. They feel comfortable in that type of relationship. It's kind of, it's like the saying when they say that pig wallows in the mud. It's like that pig who just doesn't care that he's dirty and all in the mud, but he loves the mud so much, doesn't care that he's getting dirty. He just loves the mud. It's like that. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship like that. A peaceful, toxic relationship, where the person you consider to be your friend or your significant other is just, allowing you to wallow in the mud like a pig, and you're dirty and you're filthy, not knowing that you're wretched, and they're engaging in that stuff with you, or they're not even saying anything. They're not challenging you, so you think that's a good relationship. That's not a good relationship. It's toxic. So we need to know the difference between someone challenging you and wanting the best for you. You know what I'm saying? They may challenge you. They may, your views may conflict, but I think it's good for people to challenge us, and sometimes, because if we truly look within ourselves, we can be able to see that, okay, all this person wants is the best for me. We shouldn't wallow in the mud, like a pig. So I definitely think people have a misconception when it comes to relationships, as far as like arguments or disagreements and someone challenging their views, versus just everything's going smooth and no one's, saying anything about your destructive behavior. I just wanted to stop by, guys, and just drop this. I know someone may need to hear this. So Like I said, it's for all to all my spiritualists. So drop a comment, guys. Drop the likes. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you want to add something to it, let me know. If you guys can add anything to the list. All blessings to those, who strive to be the best that they can be. I'll be back with another video. Have a good one, guys.